Back, we back. What it is. What it is. Ain't no. What it is. Yo. Did y'all see what's going on with Benzino and 50 Cent? Y'all saying Benzino got pressed on the platform by being a rat? Yo, that shit was hilarious. We ready to watch that. What's up, cuz? We is back. Snake House 2800. What's up, Robin? Fuck is chill. What it is? Yo. So, Benzino is calling for a fight with 50 Cent, man. He wants smoke. Benzino said he want to see 50 Cent with the hands, man. He want to get in the ring. That's what he said. They want to get in the ring. My phone, my computer only on 80 something. I mean 50%. That shit computer died fast as a bitch. What the fuck? Them niggas ain't taking the stand, bro. What the fuck is you talking about? Niggas just be saying anything. Them boys is not taking the stand on Dirk, man. Not them boys. Not them guys. Alright, so let me show y'all what happened first. How this we're gonna play what happened and repeat, man. So 50 Cent posted this video, which we ready to watch, right? And basically he said, you want me to believe Omar was a stoolie because Say So said. Yes, if I say he ain't right, he ain't right. So 50 Cent posted that. We ready to watch that video because that video funny as shit. Funny as a motherfucker. Which led Benzino to say this about 50 Cent. Benzino challenged 50 Cent to a duel. like they did olden times. Check them out.
We can get in the ring and I'll beat your ass, Curtis. Right. Yeah. Me and you could get in the ring for that money. 3 rounds. I'll whoop you. You big and sloppy and too stiff. And I don't believe all that Golden Glove shit. All right, we gonna put that to the side. Mayweather, holler at me. Believe me. I'll be his Huckleberry. How the fuck could I snitch when he was the first one that called him and said that the first one, before any statement that I made anything,
yeah, you told,
he said
bro.
He shot me. Let's make that clear. All right. Months go by. It's time for the grand jury. Now the grand jury is going to be the jury that got picked.
Yo, you should not be at grand jury. You should not be sitting down in front of the grand jury, Benzino. Only rats sit in front of the grand jury, bro. The defense not even there. The fuck? Like you are the only person. They would do what? You are the only person. The defense is not even a part of the grand jury. Just the prosecution and its witnesses. But let's see what he said.
To see that if he's going to get charged with attempted murder. In Boston, anything over the waist, attempted murder. Anything below the waist, assault with a dangerous weapon. Above the waist is 15 years and up. Everybody knows that. We get to the grand jury.
What's up, Edward?
They ask me, do you know who? I said, nah. We can get in the ring and I'll beat your ass.
Yo, he's not including the key part. And I'm going to fill y'all in after we go to the video.
Shot me. Now that's in the paperwork. The grand jury, you can go get the paperwork. They said, nah, I said, I don't know who shot me. I said, I was dizzy, I was fucked up. But you said this, I said, I don't know what I was saying. I was panicking, I was blanking out, I was saying anything. I was in an ambulance, I said anything. I was in the hospital, I was under medication, I was saying anything. They said, okay, fine. Months now go down, it's time to go to court. They tell me and say, they tell my lawyer, God rest Mr. Lepo, they said, He has to come in court. I said, I'm not coming to no fucking court. I already told the grand jury I don't know who shot me. If you don't come to court, we're going to give you 6 months contempt. Ain't this a bitch? I said, okay.
See? But that's his fault.
Went to court.
That's your fault, though, Benzino. Like, and see, and this is what I be talking about when I always be saying, yo, you don't work with them people. You know what I mean? You don't work with them people, man. They tried to give him 6 months because he didn't want to cooperate no more. You feel me? But if he never opened that door, none of this shit would have happened. You know what I mean? They wouldn't be holding 6 months over your head if you ain't open Pandora's box in the interrogation room. But I'm gonna let him continue. Come on, Benzino, you too old for this, bro. You know what the fuck going on.
In Brockton, my nephew was sitting there with his lawyer, big fat
He got
bitch.
shot at his mother's funeral.
They're looking at me like, it's funny because they said, if you can see who's in the courtroom, point them out. I said, I don't see anybody. I don't know who shot me. Now that's in the paperwork. The grand jury, you can see who shot you, point them out. I said, I don't see anybody. It was that simple when I left. There was another 10 witnesses that were white people and everything that were on the highway that witnessed him shooting me. Because I said that he didn't shoot me, he got 18 months for shooting in a dwelling around people. That's what he got charged with. If I would have said he shot me, he would have did 15 years. 15 years. So I don't give a fuck about no internet. I'm solid. 50 Cent, you're pussy. My nephew, you're pussy. And if any motherfucker, and if there's any real issues, I'm not hard to find. But that's a fact. What I just said was fact. We don't gotta, and the paperwork's out there.
That could be fact.
So I don't want to hear about no snitching shit. I don't want to hear it. You can see who shot you. Point to myself. I don't see anybody.
It was that one.
All right, so this is the video he's talking about, man. Yo, the thing about it, everything he said could very well be facts, but this is too. You know what I mean? Everybody's speaking facts. Check out this.
Get a report.
Man, shoot the Ghetto Report, man.
Report podcast. I don't need a countdown. Fuck that. Casso, paint the picture.
Police say Scott shot Benzino Saturday in Duxbury, Massachusetts, while he was in the procession for his mother's funeral.
Where the snitching comes in is that I went to the grand jury. You know what I'm saying? If I see Wack, me and Wack gonna handle our business. I didn't snitch. Loving hip hop sent Stevie now. We just got a call, and I said, no, he shot me. I've been in these Boston streets all my life. Ghetto Report. This would be a good platform for me. None of that counts. Wack 100 never showed up. We could just end it. I didn't make a mistake.
Okay, I'll try to correct it.
I can get into that, man.
Yo, is this clear?
Going, I'm out. That's for 3 guns. I'm out, man. I can't. You sit in front of the jury, and they ask me, did you see the shot? And I don't see
it. So, we're...
The attacks against Corey O'Connor are not...
Yo, this shit is hilarious. Benzino funny as shit. He know what he did. Nigga know what you did, boy. Cut that bullshit out, nigga.
Because you hit me up. You might have took offense to some things I said on certain episodes, or you must have
Oh, man.
seen and you hit me
Well,
up.
not offense to what you said.
Okay.
Because, you know what I'm saying, we really don't know each other. You know, we you know what I'm saying, like, it was pretty much to what the perception is about the story.
Okay.
About me getting shot, me snitching. So I said, man, well, this will be a good platform for me to, you know, you doing your thing, the Ghetto Report. I said, well, this will be perfect. You know what I'm saying? I take offense to being called a snitch still for people even thinking I'm a snitch, because I'm so solid. And I've been in these Boston streets all my life, and I done did so much, you know, but that was a different time. So of course I'm gonna take offense to it. But the good thing about it is, like, you know, I knew all along, you know, that I never snitched, and I knew all along that if I got the right platform, and a lot of these platforms I do, it doesn't even come up, people don't know, but this is Boston.
Right.
And I see you doing your thing, and I like what you're doing. So it wasn't you.
They'll try to butter him up.
Just doing what everybody else is saying, so now I get to clear it up.
Okay, so break down the situation from your point of view, because...
Okay, so I'm going to take it to when I got shot, not before I got shot, but it happened on Route 3 going out to the Cape. Now you're familiar with that.
Get a report, Benzino. Get caught off a bit of rat.
Broad daylight, 1 o'clock. I get shot. I'm running down the highway. It's a funeral procession. When he shot me, he was the first one to call police immediately.
He called the police.
Very first one to call the police. All right. He had licenses for. He had 3 guns with him, and he had licenses for all 3 guns.
Okay.
See, I wasn't strapped because what happened? I was going out there to pick up Steve. Right. My mother had passed away, and I wasn't going to the funeral because I knew that there was some tension in the family. So I didn't want all that craziness about my mother's funeral. So I made the decision not to go. I was staying in Boston. Love and Hip Hop sent Stevie down there. Stevie went to Plymouth. That's where my family Cape Verdean. So they all, like my grandmother's, they're buried out there.
We gotta move it up because I ain't got that much time.
License to carry. And then not an ambulance, but a fire truck ambulance, I guess. They throw me in that. They're like, look, they doing ballistic tests. He said, listen, you just had a gun. You just shot it. Why the fuck is it? I'm talking my underwear, everything. So, a fire truck came, and then not an ambulance, but a fire truck ambulance. They shot him in on Route 3. Y'all come here. So as I'm going out there,
here we go.
I see a funeral procession. I'm like, this must be my mother's. It was crazy, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like 1 o'clock. And I'm driving. The funeral procession is, Route 3 is only 2 highways. The funeral procession is on the right-hand side. And I'm looking, everybody light-skinned Cape Verdean, so then I know. I see 2 big hearses, and I pull up. I'm not going to get into that now. I get shot. I jump out my whip, fishtail, trying to go the other way. I jump out.
You wasn't invited to the funeral?
I hop into somebody's car. We go over the meeting. Now, right then and there, we're going to stop it. He called the police and said, I just shot a man. Just shot a man on Route 3. Y'all come here. He was the first one to make the call and establish that he shot me. He told them that he was a license to carry. And I didn't know he had 3, but he had 3 with him. By the time when we get to because on Route 3, the exits ain't close to each other. So we miles away from the exit. I think it was Pembroke. Yeah, I forgot what exit it was, but we jump off the exit, trying to get to a hospital or whatever. As soon as we get off the exit, it's raining. Police pull up. Police pull up. And they pull me out the back of the car. I'm bleeding like a motherfucker. The 2 girls who were end up being my cousins, screaming, crying. They throw me on the ground, strip me naked, underwear, everything.
Bleeding.
Everything. I'm saying, what the fuck is y'all doing? Where's the ambulance? Like, what the why the
must
fuck
you must
talking
want
my
some
underwear,
bullshit.
everything. So, a fire truck came, and then not an ambulance, but a fire truck ambulance, I guess. They throw me in that. They're like, look, they doing ballistic tests. He said, listen, you just had a gun, you just shot it. I said, no. They was like, no, we just got a call. I said, no, he shot me. You say, like, I know, like, in the moment, right then and there, I did say that. I said,
You said God shot you.
yeah, of course.
In the
Because they said that guy said I had a gun and I brandished the gun to him. This was in the moment of me being shot, bleeding, and they're doing ballistics tests.
He tried to do a motherfucking a dying declaration. You heard me? Look, he thought he was gonna die, so he like, man, fuck it, I'm ready to tell it all. Man, guy shot me. Ended up surviving, now he gotta deal with it. Yo, Benzino funny as shit. He thought he was gonna die, yo. If he'd have died, we wouldn't be having this conversation, yo. We wouldn't be able to talk about it. Yo would have caught 85 years in prison. Once he realized he survived, he like, oh shit, I snitched. Hey, yo, Benzino crazy motherfucker.
In that moment, right? So, but again, remember the first call he called and already established that he shot me. So let me move on. Once all that took place, right, and I'm out the hospital and everything, none of that counts. You know what I'm saying?
Huh?
None of that counts because you got to go through a grand jury.
Hey, yo said, huh? What the fuck you mean? Hey, yo, this nigga Benzino crazy. Yo try to rewrite the rules. Hey, man, that shit crazy, ball out. Yo, unsubscribe and subscribe again, yo. Maybe that'll work. Unsubscribe, subscribe again. Yo, hold up, y'all. Yo, Benzino is trying to rewrite the rules. Joe said, look, I know what I said when I got shot, but none of that counts. You know, we just gonna throw that shit out the window. I know what I told the people in the interrogation room. I know I told the interrogation room, but it don't count. Cause when I got on that stand, I changed it up. That nigga pulling a Woody. Yo, try to pull a Woody. Nigga, that shit do count, nigga. Dumbass nigga. All that shit count.
Let me talk.
You
gotta go through a grand jury, right? A grand jury.
Bro.
And you gotta go through a and then if it goes to trial, then you can take the stand and go to trial. These are the two procedures, and that's a statement.
Yeah.
That's a statement, and that statement was made personally because that was some family shit. And you know what I'm saying? And Guy already said he shot me, and then he's telling the police basically that I branched the gun. That's why he shot me. So he established that story when they came and got me. When I was in the ambulance. All right. So we moving on because
hold on. Let me stop you. At this time, was you living in Atlanta?
Yep, I was. Yeah.
So you flew up not to go to your mother's funeral?
I flew up to go to my mother's funeral.
But you said you wasn't gonna go.
I went to the wake.
Okay.
See my mother's wake, and I just said I didn't want to go to the funeral because I didn't want.
Did you have?
Hold on. Let me answer the question.
Yeah, okay.
Because I didn't want the problems at my mother's funeral.
Okay.
That's why I said.
Which is understandable.
But of course I would want to go to my mother.
Okay. Nigga, fuck no.
Of course, I just
want
to clarify that.
Hell no. So, whatever problems I got in the family, you not going to the funeral. Not me. Like the fuck. That shit sound crazy as a motherfucker. Like, no, hell no, Benzino. I wouldn't even let him slide with that. Like, hold on. You got to explain that shit a little bit more in depth. So you had problems in the family, and you decided not to go to your mother's funeral? Man, it would have just been me and my mother at the funeral. Nobody would have went if that was the case. Yo, crazy.
So, you went to did you have your own private viewing to see your mother because you was beefing with
them? That was the wake the day before.
Yeah.
Once I wanted my own private.
He did drop a diss not too long ago.
Around because there was some family issues with the guy and his mother and some shit that I'm not going to talk about.
Right.
So I decided that I'm not going to have this crazy shit around her service. So I'm going to come in before everybody. Sat there about an hour and a half with my mother alone at the wake. And that was it.
Paid your respects. All right. So now you said something about it don't count.
It don't. Because of circumstances.
He got arrested.
Because of circumstances.
He got arrested because he shot on a dwelling with every other white person out there. If he got arrested, it was because he already established he shot me. Remember, listen here.
Yeah, I'm listening.
In your shop, if he calls and established that he already shot me, right? Whether I say anything or not, it was going to take him anyways.
So why say something? You don't have to say anything. You don't have to say anything.
Hold on. That was my decision to say it because I felt when the police was saying that I felt like he was snitching on me saying.
No, he thought he was going to die. I'm trying to tell you, yo, niggas be doing that. He thought I know a story, right? my man just talking about this shit. A nigga got shot up the heights, right? The niggas know this story, yo. Nigga got shot up the heights. One nigga saved the nigga life, took him to the hospital, right? Took him to the hospital. So when yo got his paperwork, yo come back round the way, telling everybody the nigga that saved his life a rat. Don't get your toe. Like, yo, nah, bro. This man got shot, and the person that saved his life told the police what happened. The nigga that got shot came right away with the paperwork telling everybody, yo, a rat. like, straight up, like, yo, nah, Benzino, niggas ain't with that, yo. Niggas ain't all that. Niggas ain't all that, bro. You do what you did, nigga. I'm talking about nigga that saved a nigga life. The nigga, he ain't get no mercy. Nah, bro. Like, what the fuck you telling people? Nobody told you to tell people what happened.
And he made it up because I didn't have no gun. But hold on, you asking me, but that's how I felt.
Right.
That's how you might see it different.
Right.
That's how I felt, and I stand on that. Now, where the snitching comes in is that I went to the grand jury. Grand jury, we know what a grand jury is, right?
We know what a
grand jury is. Why you at the why?
When you sit in front of the jury and they ask me, "Did you see who shot?" And I don't see. But you said I don't know what I said. I was dizzy. I was fucked up. I was leaking bullets, and they was telling me a bunch of stuff that he was saying about me.
He thought he was gonna die,
I didn't see who shot me. Okay, walked out the grand jury. That's taken. Benzino doesn't see who shot him. No, I don't know who shot me.
And they still got an indictment.
Right? Now we go to the court. It's in trial now. This is months later. They tell me if I don't come, they're gonna hold me in contempt and lock me up. I said I'll come. Went to the court, sat on the stand. He's sitting right there. Do you see who shot me? No, I didn't see who shot me. Walked out the court. Like the problem with the internet is a lot of motherfuckers don't have the comprehension of like an 8th grader. And I know, hold on, a lot of people. So they don't comprehend. They don't comprehend the fact that like none of that shit counts. The snitching counts as if your shit got him time. God did. Hold on.
Yo, what the fuck? No, Benzino. Fuck no. You know how many niggas tell when niggas don't get time? Yo, I keep telling y'all, it's a large percentage of people that snitch and they is never coming to court. They gonna come to court, they gonna lie. Yo, but the damage is already done, yo. Once you mention that person's name and they get put in cuffs and they gotta go through the motions, yo, the damage is already done. You might as well, I tell people in that case, you might as well follow through with the shit. Like, don't stop now. I mean, that's the thing about the rats anyway. Like, yo, they don't take accountability. They don't see nothing through. So you gonna put this man in this fucked up ass situation, have it happen, and you're not gonna follow through with it? Nigga, follow through with the shit. The fuck, I mean, follow through with something in your life. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you can't keep being inconsistent. Like, that's why you're a rat anyway, because your word is not solid. You know what I mean? You already moving outside the integrity lines. So now you're gonna put a person in a situation and now backtrack it. Nah, fuck no, nigga. Keep that shit going, bitch ass nigga. Shit don't change the facts. You might as well. You already a rat. You might as well get the justice you seeking. These niggas crazy.
18 months because there was 7 other white people who was there on the highway who said he shot. He got locked up for shooting
Pressure make diamonds, what it
in a
is.
dwelling. If I snitched on Guy, doesn't it make sense to say that his charge would have been, if he shot me under the belt, it would have been assault and battery with a dangerous weapon. If he shot me over, which he did, it would have been attempted murder.
Right.
He went to jail for 16 months.
But was
he for 16 months?
Was he charged with attempted murder? Because he was charged with attempted murder.
No, he didn't.
He charged with it. He beat that charge at trial. He was charged with
the charge because I didn't snitch on him.
Right.
Obviously. But it doesn't matter what I did. He beat me. If I sat there on the stand.
Listen. We can have a conversation. We can keep arguing. You said something.
Right. I'm standing on what I said.
Okay.
All right. It don't matter how you feel about what I did.
Right. So you got to give me a chance to say what I got to say too. You can't talk the whole time. Like I gave you a chance too.
Go ahead.
So what I'm saying to you is, regardless of what he said, right? Does that mean you got to corroborate what he says?
Be more specific.
You can't be more specific.
Regardless of what he said.
Right?
Hey, yo,
does that mean
that nigga said be more specific. Yo, can you be more specific than that? What he said, do that mean you got to corroborate what he said? Like, how much more can you break that down to specifics?
Regardless of what he said.
Regardless of what Guy says, as far as
what did he say?
If you saying that Guy told the police that
that's
he
what
shot
I'm saying.
Okay.
When you read the paperwork, you're gonna see he made the call and see.
Okay.
But that's the main part. That's the part that you didn't know and nobody else did it. So at least now you know. So if you know that, doesn't that make sense to say, well, if Guy called and say that I shot
regardless, listen to what I'm saying. Regardless of what he say, that don't mean you have to cooperate.
I can do whatever I can say whatever I want.
So
I stand on what I said.
Are we changing the rules? Is that considered? Is that considered telling? If you say somebody did anything to you, that's not considered telling.
Listen, we all gonna have opinions on what's telling. Listen, hold on. My opinion is that when you go to the grand jury and say, no, I didn't see who shot him, but I sat on the stand and said, no, I don't see who shot him, then that means that I didn't snitch.
So Woody's not a rat, y'all. By Benzino's standards, Lil Woody, with the 24 people arrested, is not a rat because he only told an interrogation room. Hey, yo, these niggas is crazy. Since Woody only told in the interrogation room and he got on the stand and recanted, that Woody is clean. You know what I mean? No dirt on his name. Like, these niggas, though, that's not how that work. It's not how that work, Benzino. You can't make your own rules. Like everybody want to make their own rules and shit. Nah, bro. Like, nah. It was even if he said that, I'm like, yo, what the fuck is this? I don't even know yo. See, I play stupid real fast. I don't be knowing niggas. Like, I don't even know you. Who? I don't know what happened. I don't know what he talking about. We don't even know if that part even true. To be honest, he probably just making that shit up to add to the story.
I would have done that, he would have did 15.
Okay.
Easily.
Okay.
He already admitted to shooting me. Listen, he got 16 months. You get 16 months for shooting a nigga on Route 3 in broad daylight?
Not if you could get convicted of attempted murder.
Why didn't he get convicted? Because the one witness was me who said, I don't know who shot me. There was people who said he shot him.
He got charged with it, though. He got charged with it.
It don't matter what he got charged with. He already admitted it. The charge came from his admittance to shooting me.
Regardless of what he said. When you made the statement, you didn't know he said that. The police told you he said that.
You're missing the point.
I'm not missing the point. I said you didn't know he said that. You heard that from the police.
It don't matter. He already said. No, the police told me.
Yeah, the police told you. You don't know if that's right. Police don't lie.
But they was right. He did.
I'm saying to you,
no.
At that point, you didn't know whether they lied or not.
So let me ask you a question. So he called first, right, and said he shot me, right? What does that mean? What does that mean? That don't mean nothing.
Yeah, that means something.
What does that mean? Tell me what that means. No.
But is guy in the streets?
What? Explain to me what that means if a nigga
calls.
Is what?
Is guy in the streets?
What you mean is he in the streets?
Is he in the streets?
Everybody with a gun is in the streets.
Is he? But he's a civilian, a licensed carrier.
Civilian.
I'm asking you your point of view. I don't know. I'm asking you.
Ask him.
All right.
Ask him that.
From my understanding, I don't think guy was in the streets. From my understanding,
it don't matter.
It don't matter what I think, right? It don't matter. But it don't. But what I'm saying to you is, okay, you can't. You saying it don't when you're in the okay. From my point of view, this is what I'm gonna say. I feel like you made a statement.
Okay.
You felt like you made a statement. Maybe you made a mistake, but you felt like it wasn't.
No, yo.
Okay. You try to correct it.
No, he made a dying declaration, man. He thought he was gonna die, man. He thought he wasn't gonna have the answer to this shit because his life was gonna be over. That's what niggas be doing shit like that. That's what really happened. That's what it sounds like happened. He thought he was gonna die, and he wanted Joe to go to jail for the rest of his life for shooting him. Whatever the reason he shot him over. Now he survived. And he realized what he did, and now he tried to recant. That's what makes sense to me.
So you would have did it again?
I would have did it again.
You would have told on it again?
If a nigga's saying that already, if a nigga's saying that I shot him, right? But hold on. If it was the same circumstance, if my nephew, right, that me and him has some shit going on, says that the reason why he shot me was because I pulled the gun and was ready to shoot him and already said that he shot me. And then I was in that position where I'm leaking blood and they're saying, yo, so, and I'm thinking that they getting ready. Like, no, that's not how it happened.
Yeah, he thought he was going to die.
Once that was established, he was going to get locked up anyway for shooting me on a highway. I said, that doesn't matter. That don't matter. That don't matter. Where it counts is when you go in front of the grand jury. When it counts is when you're going like on that stand. And I said I didn't know who shot me. If I didn't do that, guy would have easily did 15 years. Easily. 10 at least. Easily. He didn't. So look, that's my story. If that's how you feel, listen, that's how you feel. Okay. And then we can't change it. I don't know what else. I don't know what else because I'm not on trial now.
You're not. You're not on trial.
So what else are we talking about?
You're not on trial. So what I'm saying to you is snitching an opinion or a fact?
Is it your fact or is it an opinion?
I'm asking you.
There we go. There we go with this my truth shit. Come on now, let's get back to it's only one truth, y'all. Everybody don't got their own facts. Like it's come on, Benzino. The facts is you gave them people a statement, man. You thought you was gonna die, you told on your nephew, man. Those are the facts. Now, what you did in the grand jury could also be facts. But the facts is if you did both things, you still were right. Those are the facts.
I'm asking you, do you feel like
what's a fact and an opinion? Which one is it? Is it a fact? No, because I didn't snitch on it. Is it an opinion? Everybody can have an opinion. Okay. Opinions like assholes. Everybody got one. Right.
Everybody got one.
Saying? That don't mean nothing to me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nah.
So, okay, so you you saying God, you don't know if Guy's in the streets. Whatever. He may be a civilian or not. He called the police. But what I'm saying, that don't matter. What I'm saying to you is that, okay, you're right. Right.
We talk about the case and thing.
But it's involving Guy.
Listen, I'm not here on trial. Like,
you're right. You're not.
Guy up here and talk all.
Okay.
I'm not talking if Guy was a civilian.
Okay, but you're saying, but you made a statement of what Guy said, right? So that I'm going off of that. You said what he said, right? To the police. What I'm saying is,
what he said he shot.
Right.
All right.
You said what he said. What I'm saying to you is, you don't have to corroborate that. They can say whatever. I know you shot, but they don't have. Where's the gun? They don't have no proof that you got a gun.
I'm saying the circumstances happened. I did, and I don't know. What else?
Okay. Okay, so let me ask you this. Maybe you want to answer this or not. I don't know. Is the real question is, why would your nephew shoot you?
Bro,
you don't want to answer that?
We're not. Come on.
Okay.
Listen, bro. Like, we come.
Do you want it? Okay.
I'm not gonna talk. We can just end it. I won't talk about all that, bro. Because it's not gonna. It ain't. This is not what I come for.
Okay,
bro.
so
I'm not gonna do it.
All right. So, do you want to squash with your nephew?
Squash?
You wish you could speak to your nephew? Because I seen you say
You know what? That's a good question. That's a fair question. Like, it's hard going through shit with family. It's hard going through shit with family. You understand what I'm saying? Like, nobody wants that. Like, that wasn't how it was supposed to go, but it happened. It's in the past. We moved on. Again, he didn't do no real time for that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? He did time because he shot on a highway. You know what I'm saying? Not through me. I didn't take the stand. If I would have did that, then he would have went away a long time. And then everything, I'm a snitch.
You know you fuck them boys anyway.
I'm a snitch. I'm not a snitch. I never snitched.
Yeah.
He made statements first, admitted he shot me first, told them that I had a gun first. So when Guy did that, right? Was that snitching? What was that when a guy did that? What was that?
I don't think Guy should have did that, but
No. Was that snitching? Is what I'm asking you. Is that corroborating and snitching on with the police? Is it?
Yeah, Guy might have did some telling, but Guy. Hold on.
Just hold up, but just like I answer your question. Is it snitching? If Guy
You said Guy's not on trial, man. I'm
not on trial either. This shit's over with. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like,
you act like you on trial. You're not on trial.
Opinions about me. I'm asking your opinion. Is that snitching when he said that I had a gun and then he shot me because I pointed a gun at him? Is that snitching? The first. Remember, I ain't said nothing at this point, but the first one who called the police and said, look, I shot a man.
You ever hear the saying, 2 wrongs don't make a right?
I'm asking you if that's snitching. Just or no.
It might be. It might be, but what I'm saying is...
No, but based on what I did, then I guess it is then, huh? Right?
Yeah.
So if Guy snitched on me, right? If Guy, this is my nephew. Again, this is my family. This ain't like a nigga. This ain't like my op. Like I'm beefing with.
So you're going... listen. I asked you a question about squashing beef with Guy. Would you? All right. So you don't want to.
It ain't. It's not about I don't want to. I don't like the future. Like again.
Because I heard you say.
No. I would love for one day, for a lot of things to happen.
All right.
But hold on. Because I'm gonna answer because that's a good question. That's a fair question. But whether I'm gonna be in the mode or whether he's gonna be, I don't know. But at this point, me and God don't have to squash anything to move on in life. It's not important to nobody, but really me and God.
Okay.
It ain't.
All right.
Don't even know God. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
But I'm just saying it ain't like niggas grew up with God and know God. If they did, it was through me. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But what I'm saying to you, it don't matter if I know him or not. I'm just saying from my perspective.
I'm saying anybody.
Okay. Right. But a lot of people might not know you either, but they might have opinions on the situation.
People don't know me.
Right.
People know me.
They might.
People know me.
They might know you but they don't know you.
People, what I'm saying, but people know me. People know who I am. They don't know who he is.
So that makes a difference if they know you?
What makes the difference?
Because they know you? That
makes the difference? Of what?
You're saying that makes a difference.
No,
the
you said that
situation.
people don't know me. I said people know me. What to make
no,
the
because
difference?
you said basically people don't even know God.
No,
What does that matter?
Because that was saying that I said when you said about squash, I'm saying anything that has to do with me and God, that doesn't matter to nobody else because people don't even know God.
Okay. So let me say this to you, man. Like we're gonna agree to disagree on this situation.
That's all right. I respect it.
Because
that's all right. That's okay.
Maybe y'all both.
That's okay.
I feel like y'all both did something y'all should.
Listen, I respect your opinion. You respect mine, and we have a good conversation. You know what I'm saying?
So when But you gave how many? You gave 3 recorded statements.
I don't even remember, to be honest. I just know that, you know.
God damn.
I just know that when it came time.
Yeah, what I tell y'all? Man, what I tell y'all the other day? Didn't I say? Yo, most rats get multiple statements? I told y'all that, y'all. Yo, it's very seldom that a rat get one statement. Yo said he gave 3 recorded statements. God damn it. Yeah, take one. Cut. Take one. Go ahead, Benzino. Say it again. Take 2. Pick up where you left off. You doing great. Hey, yo, you did great. Yeah, I told y'all that, though, y'all. Hey, it's crazy.
Like where it counts to get a nigga locked up, I said I didn't know who did it with the grand jury. That was big. That helped him out. And then when they dragged me in court, I said he's sitting right in front of me. I don't know who did it then. And that right there ultimately made him not do 15 years. So anything else anybody says with that, it doesn't bother me.
Okay, so
my life keep going.
Right, you told me to do my research. I got some transcripts from the actual trial. You did say when it was mentioning the statements, the recorded statements you gave, right? You kept saying you don't remember, but there was at one point you said, I just remember being shot by your client. You know, almost being killed by your client. That's what I remember.
If you think that's the, yo, go get my paperwork.
This is your paperwork.
No. I'm saying, hold on. But that's from the recordings, right?
No.
The recordings.
That's not from the recording.
From what?
This is from the court.
If that's from court transcripts. If you say your client, I mean, you talking to, that means you're being cross-examined and you're talking to the defense attorney. That ain't in no interrogation room, Benzino.
The trial.
Right.
I got the whole
right. No. But a lot of that is from recordings, and then you have to look at to see which one is the stand and which one was the recordings. They are basing. See, this is where the recordings come in, and they're basing everything. His defense is basing everything on what I said from the recordings. We knew they're gonna do that. That's all. That's the recordings. That's not me saying it on the stand. This is telling you.
They probably paid the recordings in court.
No. It doesn't matter. I'm explaining what it is. The whole paperwork is them talking about the recordings. That's the recordings part. When I got up, my shit was short and sweet. I don't know who shot me, and that was it.
Okay,
that's the recording part of it.
Okay, yes. If this is the recording part, who are you talking to? Your client in the recording?
I don't know.
You're talking to. You're talking to the attorney, Rosemary.
Hold on. Go to the part.
Yeah, that can't be no recording. That can't. If he talked to the defense attorney, that ain't no recording, Benzino. That's trial transcripts. Now, they might have played the recording, and then they asked you questions, and that was your reply. Maybe that's what happened. But either way, you know what that is.
You took the stand.
No, that's not the stand. I'm telling you. That's not the stand.
Question, answer.
Right, but that's not the stand.
I just remember being shot by your client. You know, almost being killed.
Bro, listen. I don't know. Listen. I don't know if niggas doctored that up or what, bro. But that's not what I said, bro. Like when I said on the stand, my shit was short and sweet. Like, I mean, it's 300 pages. Go to that part where I said I don't know who shot me. Where's that part?
This is page. You said that a lot. You said that a lot, right? You said you don't remember.
Listen, guy was running around with doctored up paperwork, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, my nigga. I'm not. I know my paperwork.
Guy was running around with doctored.
I'm not gonna do it. It's the same crazy shit. That's not what I said. I went up there on stand and said I don't know who shot me. It wasn't even 5 minutes of conversation. I don't know what the fuck that is. How you playing it? How they who? But I know what I said.
I'm coming here with fake paperwork. You sent the link to me. You told me to. So page 4-140.
Page 4. Oh, so then that's all the recording then. See, you got to go back to the way back where I took the stand. See, Benzino didn't take the stand. It says it right there. You got to read the whole shit. Benzino takes the stand. That's not me on the stand.
Okay, that's not you on the stand. So anybody could go look that up themselves.
Yeah, hell yeah, it's easy. I'm not.
But why did prosecutor Amanda Fowl say you were willing? The prosecutor,
man, bro.
Here they wanted to say.
What else we doing?
Here they wanted to say. Hey, yo, hold up.
Come on,
what prosecutor Amanda say? Hey, yo, Ryan, come on, bro. Yeah, what did prosecutor Amanda say, man? Why did he cut him off when Amanda name came up?
No, we done. If not, I'm out. It ain't nothing.
No, we're not done.
Okay,
so
the
interview.
I'm not doing that though.
You're not doing what?
I'm not doing what I just said. I'm not doing. I'm not answering none of that.
You're not answering no questions.
Hell no about what prosecutor and so Amanda Seals the prosecutor.
What she said about you.
I don't give a fuck what the prosecutor says about me.
So she's
lying. What does that got to do with anything?
But you care about what the police said about Guy though.
What?
But
I don't listen, bro.
All right, let's move on. Let's move on, because I'm gonna continue this interview, and we're gonna address certain things here. Since you here,
yeah, but
right?
if I'm saying, bro, listen. What I'm telling you is, if it keeps going, I'm out.
If
that's
what
I'm
keeps
telling
going?
You. I said if I'm not gonna keep this go.
Okay, so Wack 100 had a lot to say about you.
Right.
Any truth to the things he said?
Fuck no. Nah, I'm not even. Again, none of that dumb shit either. Look, let me tell you. I went out to Adam 22 4.5 hours at that motherfucking shit. Wack 100 never showed up.
Was he supposed to?
Why? And why wouldn't he? We got beef, right? In real life, right? I don't know the internet.
I don't know if
shit.
y'all got beef.
I was at. Then why are you talking about?
I'm going by what was being said. All this internet shit.
I
don't know what's real. I don't know what's real.
Hey, listen.
No.
No. We don't want to talk about it.
No. What I'm saying to you, from my perspective,
let's move on.
I don't know what's real and not on the internet. That's why I'm asking you. If you got beef with them, that's cool.
But I want to address it.
So address it.
I'm saying
I want you to address it.
I was up at Adam 22 for 4.5 hours. Right? This is where he's at every day. Brick Baby, Sharp, everybody up there. That nigga never showed. 4.5 hours.
Well, Wack is a rat.
He knew you was there.
Why wouldn't he? Everybody else
did. Rat fight.
Hold up. You don't think he did 4.5 hours? You don't think me going away? You don't think that they didn't tell Wack 100?
It ain't about what I think, because I think he would have known.
Bro,
I'm just asking you. I'm asking you.
That I'm going up there. This is his partner.
It's rhetorical. It's rhetorical.
It's rhetorical?
It's rhetorical question.
Most of the shit you say is rhetorical.
It is a rhetorical question. Hey, well, I'm going to keep asking these rhetorical questions then, man. Okay, all the information, you said you don't believe none of it. Well, you said the stuff that Wack was saying is not true.
Nah. I'm not doing the Wack. Next, I've already answered that. You don't want to do that. I'm not doing the Wack either. What's next? I've already said that.
What you mean I don't want to do
No, I'm saying if I see Wack, me and Wack gonna handle our business.
I don't know, Wack don't look like he can fight.
So I'm just saying, where do you think he got his, he's
making
it up?
I don't know where the fuck he got it. I don't know.
Niggas that be built like Wack can't swing fast.
I see the man on the internet. I ain't seen the man in real life. I know he woof on the internet.
You can weave them bitches 5 times, catch his ass with a 4-piece before you get a punch off. Wack don't look like he got he's agile.
I was up there in real life for 4.5 hours in LA.
I don't know if he got hands or not.
At the spot just like this, bigger one.
Yeah.
In there,
I'm just
4.5
saying,
hours. He never showed.
We ain't over here talking Wack. Wack is a rat. One of the biggest. Like, you mean? We don't give Wack no credit over here. Wack gets 0 credit. That's how when you was in school you get extra credit. Wack gets no credit over this bitch. You feel me? 0.
Showed up.
He never showed up.
Nah, he never showed up.
Let me ask you this. Do you know this phone number? No.
Bro. I'm out, man. I can't do this. What number is that? I don't even know that number. What number? How am I gonna know this number?
I think Benzino
Is that not your phone number? That wasn't your phone number?
That's my number?
All right,
wait a minute, hold on. You said that is my number?
That wasn't your phone number?
I've never had no number.
Your phone. Come on, that's what we doing? Come on, man. All right.
This opportunity to tell you something.
Come on, let's finish the interview. I can move on to a different question.
I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that.
Doing what?
What I just said. I'm not doing that.
Hey, your boy up there just depressing.
I'm done.
You came here to do this. How's it a good
Yo,
interview?
niggas don't walk out of. If Adam would have did it, he'd have stayed. Motherfuckers let Vlad interrogate him. I mean, why he different?
I'm not talking about that.
All right, so let's move on. Let's talk about something else. Give me, because this dude raising me.
What? I came to the interview, and that's it.
You came to the
the way you doing the interview. I had that right. It's okay. Let's keep moving.
I know. You ain't keeping it gangster with this nigga because.
Gangster? Who we talking, man? Hold on. Who we talking about here, man? Who we talking about?
Yo, these motherfuckers be telling and they can't deal with it. You know what I mean? Motherfuckers can't deal with what they did, right? You know what you did, bro. Let's stand on it. You see, like Rilo, you sleep much better at night, yo, just standing on the fact that you went sour, you did bad. You know what I mean? This life or this image that you portraying was a falsehood. You wasn't never living like that. You wasn't really with it. He thought he was gonna die, and he'd have told on God if he could have. Straight up, bro. What the fuck? What they fought or something? Let's see if he said something in the car. So this interview came out 3 days ago. $50 turned this interview up by posting it. I can't see that shit. Man, we need clarity, man. What happened? What happened afterwards, right? My fucking computer. 26%. Man, Benzino, you know what you did, man. Yeah, you know what he did, man. Just, it's fucked up, man. Daughter don't fuck with you. You challenging 50 to a fight. Yo, this bitch telling this shit. Got a lot going on, my nigga. So, yo, Finesse 2 times. It's ready to come home. I think he might be home now.
I'm flying to.
Why he thought off his back foot? Can't be thrown off your back foot, my nigga. So it say F&G Sugar gives update on FINESSE2TYMES reveals that 2 cases have been dismissed and FINESSE2TYMES is coming home. I thought he was going to at least do 30 days. That's what's up, though. Then we got Wack 100, y'all. So Wack 100 uploads a video goes on Clubhouse and fakes like he's talking to loose cannon lawyer. Let's see if Getty got it. Like, yo, people really believe this when he did it? Like, yo, you can't call nobody lawyer. Like, Wack 100.
Back at you with another video.
Just proves how slow that. What's up, Siobhan? Or not slow, but how ignorant of law that the average person is.
Oh, understood. Understood. No, yeah, he was telling me it's like a Crime Stoppers thing or something like that. But yeah, but that can't be that the regular organization. Oh, understood. Right. Understood. So, well, to let you know something first going forward, you know that one of the guys, one of the two suspects, one of them is already deceased, right? The shooter is the one that... Yes, one of them is deceased. And the shooter, he's still alive. That's the guy that I know, you know? So, I mean, how would we do this? How would I get you the information? Would I have to come into the office, or would I have to... If you want to, you're welcome to come into the office. We can do it face-to-face. If you prefer, you can just give it over the phone. Your choice. Okay. Yeah, I think I feel a little more comfortable coming in. So it's just cut and dry, straight, just like that. Basically, I would come in, I give you the information, and you would never have to see me again.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
No, I'm saying, is that how it could go? Like, I wouldn't have to...
Oh shit! Hey yo, fuck no! Hey yo, yo brought up third party cooperate. Man, hell no, these niggas is ill, yo. Yo, Wack is diabolical, yo. To do that shit, I mean, we know these cannons probably working, but to sit here and stage this fake ass phone call, and then bring up third party cooperating. Yeah, man, the big Meech plea. Yeah, man, the big Meech deal. Like, oh, come on, bro. Come on with the bullshit, Wacky. Yo, Wack 100 is trying his hardest to change the narrative. I don't know if people notice that. Yo, he is trying his hardest to change the narrative, and we're not letting him do it. I told y'all, every couple days, we're going to remind the world, and Wack 100, because I know he watches. You know what I mean? All these niggas watch with their name in the title. Yo, we know what you did, bro. We are fully aware of what you did, and we're gonna make you stand on it forever. You're not getting from under this. Even if loose cannon is a rat, nigga, that don't make you silent. You was hanging with that nigga all this time. You knew he wasn't right. Let you tell it.
What's the day? Is the day this week a good day to come in, or would next week be a good day to come?
What's up, Benji?
I can't come tomorrow. It'd have to be either Friday or Monday. Okay, 1 o'clock works perfect for me. Also, do I need to bring any recordings I have or anything like that? Because Tremaine, the video that Tremaine gave you of the incident, you don't have the video with audio. You just have the one that has no audio, correct?
Now look.
I start coming in too and walk like, yo.
Now here's Wack trying to change the narrative.
If you were exposing people for the last year and come to find out one of the exposures was a rat, don't you feel that you missed something? Like you
Hell no.
These academics, these academics is trying to help him change the narrative. I don't know if y'all noticed that or not. But Wack 100 is using these academics to help him change the narrative to Loose Cannon is a rat. And Wack 100 didn't know anything about what Loose Cannon was doing. But fucking obviously, I mean, they both was complicit in the whole play. They was complicit in the whole play from the beginning. From the very, very beginning.
You were exposing people with. He ended up being a rat. What you're saying, Luke?
No, you're missing the point. You got to remember. That's just like we rock, right? There's never no signs that I'm a dope fiend. You never had a sign that I'm a dope fiend, right? And then all of a sudden, I start coming in and walk like, yo, something odd. This behavior ain't normal. So you sit back, you pay attention to it because I'm moving totally different. You gotta remember, I've never got a phone call about this kind of shit. And then you tell me it's for this, but I'm like, that don't even sound right. And then days go by, you telling me a charge gonna come, and the charge never comes. So then I'm really scratching my. And then next thing you know, after 2 bail denials, you on the phone recording yourself saying, you know I'm about to get out now. Okay, cool. Everybody's listening, right? And one thing I'm noticing now, other people, I don't know if they want to be down, I don't know what it is, but they're taking it upon themselves to do their own investigation and figure shit out. That means somebody took the time to pull dude's attorney, which is probably available somewhere.
Now look.
And call.
Like, yo, I can't believe people really believe that shit. And DJ Academics, I know he ain't on the play because DJ Academics knows that at the very least. DJ Academics knows about attorney-client privilege. He done had his own lawsuits and everything. So you know good and goddamn well you can't just call up there and talk to somebody motherfucking attorney. So Loose Cannon wife posted this. We do not discuss our client's case either publicly or with any third parties. Our client has not cooperated with the government. He remains detained due to the charges the government has brought, of which we are confident he will be found not guilty. Until that happens, the accusation of rumors being circulated online that he is a snitch put our clients in harm's way. Our office is in the process of sending cease and desist letters to each platform that circulated these false narratives. Man, that nigga is a rat. What you talking about? Nigga, if he ain't told directly, he told indirectly. Nigga, fuck you, babe. All that motherfucking talking he did on the platforms. We ain't buying that either. Yo, we gotta get on this nigga Bruce Rivers.
Here is a screen recording of the press release that Loose Cannon's attorney sent out today at 11:39 a.m. to myself and 2 other parties. I'm sure you guys can guess who those 2 other parties are. I just wanted to share this with you guys so you can see the authenticity of this email and the press release for those of you who are doubting that it's real.
Yo, hold
Here
up,
is a screen recording.
I gotta talk about this bitch ass nigga Bruce Rivers. Well, niggas giving Bruce Rivers a pass. Yo, I've seen on multiple times he done called niggas stupid. He out here speaking on criminal cases and calling niggas dumb. Fucking Bruce Rivers, bitch ass. Nigga, you ain't qualified to be speaking. Like I said, we still looking for one of his clients. So he did a video on the killing of Mo3 4 weeks ago.
What he do? And it's gonna react to all the self-snitch.
Shut your bitch ass up, nigga. Then he got a nigga rapping for him. Nigga, you's a bitch. Whoever did that song for y'all, stop self-snitching. Like he give a fuck. Your bitch ass.
She wants to hear what I have to say, so she goes to AskLawyer.com.
Shut up.
E-forms and e-signs. So you would think, oh, 2020. That was 5 years ago. What's the statute of limitations? There is no statute of limitations on murder. Everything in this case is online. The beef, the crime, and even the interviews. Because guess what? If it doesn't happen online, it doesn't really happen at all, right? These guys are so stupid. And I don't...
Yo, do y'all watch this nigga? Who watches yo for information? Yo, I've seen him on several videos call niggas stupid. Shit that he'd never say to these niggas' face. You won't call any one of these niggas that you call stupid. You won't say none of that shit to their fucking face. None of it. Punk ass nigga. I'm on his ass. Ready to put his ass in the motherfucking Adam 22 category. You know what I mean? Yo, none of the we gotta stop giving culture vultures a pass, man. Especially ones that disrespectful. I mean, if you're going to dwell in the culture, yo, do that shit respectfully. I mean, you can't be doing videos on motherfucking black rappers and then call him stupid. How long this bitch ass nigga been on YouTube? Sucker ass nigga. What's that? I might got an order, y'all. Yeah. Yep, I got an order. Yo, we going live. Yo, we going live today at 12:30. Yeah, I seen the nigga. I watched CSI study video. It ain't really no new information, yo. It's basically. I ain't watched the whole video though. I might watch it on the way to my next order. But I might something I might have sent it to you. Let's see if she sent it to you. I need to check Twitter today. No, she ain't sent it. Let's see. Let me ask her, can she get it? See if we can get it tonight. Hold on. Yo, they need to get that boy a the lady what it is. Man, happy Mother's Day to the mothers, man. Straight up, what Mother's Day is? Sunday. They need to they really do need to grant that boy a separate trial. They really do. They really do. Because those statements shouldn't be able to be used against him because niggas be lying. I mean, you're gonna run across some of the most lying ass niggas in the joint. He probably embellished the story. Plus, he's not testifying. So basically what happened is once the police grabbed him up again, because I'm sure they did, and played that recording for him, he denied all of it. He denied all of it. So, yeah, he told to the informant, but you know they brought him in there and they played that shit for him. He said he ain't said it. He denied it. So, in that sense, how can you use those statements against the co-defendant that didn't make any statements? But y'all know how the feds play. It's a dirty game. But I gotta catch this order, y'all. Appreciate everybody that tapped in. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. Hit that like button, share the live. We're going live at 12:30 if I get off on time. It's another day, keep it you new, and I'm out.